Well, good morning everybody, Lord Hepcat here. Just trying out the GoPro Hero 7 Black that I've just recently purchased, and a little case for the mic adapter as well, which you can get on this eBay somewhere. I got that, it's about £10 or something. But yeah, it's quite a heavy thing to have on the front of your helmet. Really, it's a bit heavier than the GoPro Hero 4 Black, which I'm used to using with the backpack for audio. It's quite a bit heavier than that, so we'll see how we get on. But had the helmet to pieces again last night, just to get all the wires and everything sorted out, and a little different setup, which I'll probably go through, in a separate video or something, or maybe later. Add it onto this one to show you what I've done. But I'm interested to see what the stabilisation is like on this new, well, the latest Hero 7 Black. Yeah, I've been doing a different route for the last couple of days with the road closure, so I'm back to my normal route today now, and just see how we get on. I mean, the other route was lovely, but a little bit longer, and oh dear, what's going on here? It's going to be one of those days when everything's going to be bloody awkward. Get those days anyway, we just start out and everything's a bit awkward. Everyone sort of drives at your, right up your backside or something. And, I have a question, things that pop into my head now and again. 20. Does making a fast rider make you a good rider? And obviously on a track it does, on a racetrack you're fast. I mean, that's the whole idea, isn't it? Going fast. Getting there before the other chap, or chapess these days. But I was wondering, if you're what makes you a better rider on the road? Let's talk about the road here. Is it that you're the safest, sort of steady sort of rider, or do you still think that you need to be fast and on the road? I don't know. I don't see this excessive speed necessary in towns. I just don't like it. It just makes me nervous watching it. I just see all the dangers, the dangers involved in doing things, and just blatantly speeding, and not obviously not taking any notice of any potential hazards, because you can't even, I've seen riders, they don't even notice that they're in a 30. They, saw one the other day, I won't bring names up, but 78 miles an hour in a 30 I thought was a little bit excessive, and this is from a major motovlogger, and I thought, no, stop it. Lady here doddering along. Bin men around. Happy bin day, by the way. Happy bin day. Come on, Doris. Oh, what are you doing? Don't roll back, whatever you do. It's got driving gloves on. It's a bit early for the elderly, isn't it? Back to the speeding thing. Just riding quick. I mean, obviously in the Nationals, maybe, you can do a little bit extra and enjoy the thrill, but I was looking at because you're on a motorcycle, it doesn't give you any excuse to speed, excessively, especially in built-up areas, and I think that's the way the majority of people look at it, I think, I mean, this is a 40, and it's probably a 40 for a reason, and when you get into there doing 40, you'll probably realise what the reasons are. If you're going too fast, you probably won't. It's disrespectful. I think doing extremely excessive speeds, definitely. I mean, I can forgive anyone's mistake for going a bit over, or even, we all do it. We all do it. I'm no saint, but, I wouldn't do knocking on 80 for a 30. And the sad thing is, I don't know about you lot, but I've lost quite a few lovely pets, lovely cats, because of ignorant drivers. Well, I suppose it all boils down to looking after your own neck, isn't it? If you want to get around speeding, that's up to you. It's none of my business. But I just, good luck with it. You don't cause yourself any damage or anybody else. Possibility of activity, road narrowing. So if you're going too fast, you're not going to take any notice of any of these things. Your brain will be looking at the corner, thinking to yourself, can I make it round this corner? Those are the little things that matter. The things that will prevent a surprise from happening, and a nasty surprise sometimes, you know. Yeah, always try and cut out the surprises. That's why I like motorcycling, because it's a little puzzle every day. It's a little game of chess, isn't it? Getting from one side to the other without being caught out. What a marvellous, enjoyable ride home this is. I don't feel like rushing. We're at 30, of course. You'd stick to 30 and 30, shouldn't you? Yes, yes. Yes, okay. Nice and smoothly. Tiny bit over the speed limit, but not a lot to worry yourself on the nationals. Just bringing it down to the bend, checking my mirrors, checking across the bend, so you get a bit of a lean into it. Lovely. Staying in the safe position for fuel. And there's some oncoming, so I'm just going to move over to the centre of the lane and back out again. This one does a bit of a right-hander and then a left, as I remember, I think. It's right-hander, then straighten out a bit, that's right. This is the one I was thinking of, a little bit of an S-bend into a village, I believe. No signs of it being a village yet, so it sort of sneaks up on you a bit, this one. I'm not sure if it's just yet. Oh, it is, yes. So this is the first sign that you get that it's a village, you know, BB, 30 miles an hour. Bring it down. 30. As I was saying, these people with, not mentioning names, but these people with 30, that were hundreds of thousands of subscribers, you know, at least 100 anyway, and they're setting a very bad example, I feel, to the young people and the, you know, everyone else, really, anyone. But it's not okay. Not okay to be doing 78 miles an hour in a 30, or even slightly less than that, you know. It's 30 for a reason. So we're in a national still. Beautiful views around. I'm just waving this camera around now because it's supposed to have some advanced stabilization, you know. It's supposed to be a lot smoother picture. I'm just doing about 60 miles an hour now. Reading slightly over, but so we're coming up to a nice S-bend here, so just bringing it down, bringing the speed down, and the gear down to fourth. I think it might take third, just give the bike a little bit of time to settle down into third, and then lean it in under power, lovely. Keep your position going through that. Let's enjoy this motorcycle, keep out of the way of this van and move back out for fuel. Nothing in the road, oncoming, it's going quite quick to move in as well. So we've got a left-hand bend which sweeps up the hill after this, I think. Yes, a nice little bit of lean out, just staying away from the curb side a bit because it's very, very rough on that side. You probably can't see, or maybe you can with this new image stabilization, I don't know, it'll probably just blur it all out. But it's incredibly bumpy on the left there, it'll send you all over the place. There's a little bit of knowledge kicking in there, you see, that helps me out. And even this bit here, wherever you are in the road here, just bounces you around, it kicks you in the nuts, you know, so what it does. So we've got a bit of an oncoming traffic now. I was following a car the other night down here and his suspension was definitely shot. The car was all over the place, bouncing up and down. I thought, get off the road, you know, you're going to kill yourself. But he didn't seem bothered. Foreign looking gentleman. There's a big bus here. Make sure he's not swinging wide on this bend, so I'm getting plenty of time and plenty of room. I'm going to carry on instead of taking that shortcut through the rather risky back lane or shortcut. It is a bit of a shortcut, but it's a boring shortcut, you know. It's a nice while you're doing it, but you're watching out for oncoming all the time because it's single file really. you know, not much room for anyone else, even on a motorcycle. Certainly not in the car. You'd have to stop and move over into the weeds and everything else. So no, we're not having another. I'm going to have this little, very nice sort of sweeping road here that will take me up to the village of Bilsden, and it's doing 60. I'm having a ball. I'm having a wonderful time, and I'm not doing 78 miles an hour. Are you listening? Yeah. I'm just watching out for this road house here that says it's got horses and a car there with his hazard lights on for some reason. I didn't want to stop and ask him why, but you know, usually a reason they do that. Lovely. Just trying to see what I can see. You know, sit up, have a look around the bends if you can to see if you can get a little clue of what's going on. You know, we'd all like to have a clue, wouldn't we? Oh, lovely little bend here, a little less bend, just coming round in position, sweeping round here. Suspension's a little bit soft and bouncy on that one. Could be the bends in the road, or maybe the whole system needs adjusting slightly. It's got a wave off the van man there. He must be a biker. Maybe it's a pain in my bloody ribs as well. A little bloody colder going, Sammy's going round, I know. I think a lady she's given me probably some bloody disease from Cyprus when she's been out there. She's been on holiday to Cyprus, for God's sake. You know, full of foreigners. It wasn't my choice, you know. What's wrong with Bridlington? Down a couple of gears just so I can control it around these bends. We're very bumpy again in the mid bends, you know. So we've got plenty of acceleration coming out of the bends, and we're all under control, which is all good. Always keep control, full control of your motorcycle, and have a little bit extra on top as well, in case things go a little bit awry, you know. But this is lovely. There's a nice on-camber bend there, coming up to the main A47. Checking both my mirrors now, turning left. Doing a little shimmy now from left to right over there. Nothing coming on my offside shoulder. Up here into the village of Bilsden. And they're going down the country lane as well. And perhaps there's a bit of a thing going on tonight where they're all taking that road. I don't know. Normally you think they'd just go into Leicester or the outskirts of Scraptoft, you know. Give the old boy a wave, you know. Probably got nothing better to do with wave people that go past his house, you know. But I'm not happy to oblige, you know. It's very good manners, and you know, one day if I sort of came unstuck, you know, something fouled up or something and made me break down, I'm sure I'd be out with a cup of tea, offering to ring the breakdown services or something for me, you know. All right, mate. They call him mate, you see, commoners. But yeah, it seems like he's probably handy with a football, you know. Probably will play for England before one day, you know. Someone's got to, haven't they? You know, you can't assume that people aren't. So careful around here then. Quite a narrow little lane round by the post office of Bilsden. Nice little pub there, nice little English pub, and I'm sure they sell very nice food and beer and everything. There's the post office. Hello, post office. And these parked cars here, so they're just going to keep you nice and steady. Not the kind of place for 78 miles an hour, definitely. Out by the church saying 4:45. Just watching this with the cars. Yes, I thought so. I was ready for that. There we go. And we'll soon be at my little fancy spot where I show you my motorcycles, you know, or Adidas used motorcycles. When we get a new one, we take them up there. And I think it was Humphrey, I think I showed you from this little spot that I'm going to show you in a second. And this is the road. It's a lovely road. And look at the view of the head, if you can see it. Look at that bend. Look at that bend over there. Lovely. And this is the spot here where I stay, you see. Love it there. Love it there. Sometimes I just come out here for a little test ride, you know. We've got lovely bends, some off camber, some on camber, you know, but all lovely. And I'm still having fun. Watching out for horses if there are any about. It's a bit of a horsey area sometimes. Don't see them all the time. I mean, I suppose that's because there's plenty of bloody fields to walk on with them, isn't there? So anyway, I like this little bend here, little hole in the road there, just going to miss that. And then we can power on, and I could put my knee down here if I wanted to, but, and you can leave the ground here, like my arse did actually, yeah. I don't think the bike did, but my arse certainly left the seat there on that little rise there. A little bit of a shake on the handlebars, indicating to me that maybe there's some wear in my tyres which I need to be aware of, you know. So another bend, lovely bend. Look across the bend, power on, lovely. Wherever gives you the view, whatever gives you the view. Oh, lovely. I'm going to close this beat so you can hear me. Hopefully the audio is coming out on this camera. That's why I'm rattling on aimlessly throughout this journey, really. Coming down to the 30, be prepared. Both brakes, heavy braking, 40, 30. There we go. Not hard, is it? So we're in the 30, we're doing 25, so we're